The following video will demonstrate how to set up a Kids Fair Consignor account, as well as how to enter items through the Kids Fair Consignor Portal. If you haven't done so, purchase a Consignor Pass through the Kids Fair webpage, www.kidsfair.ca. Be certain to select the correct pass for your local area, as each sale requires consignors to drop off sold items in person. More information is provided in our video about purchasing a Consignor Pass. If your consignor account is already set up, you may log back into the account by going to the Kids Fair homepage, clicking Login in the upper right corner, and entering your email address and password previously entered during consignor setup. This action will also redirect to your consignor account dashboard. Before demonstrating item entry, we will discuss each of the menus on the left-hand side of the page. The dashboard summarizes your sales transactions. Although it is useful during the sale, especially for determining which of your items have sold, it is not required for entering items. The dashboard will be described in more detail in a different video. Profile settings is where you update your consignor profile. Typically, you should not need to change any information under this menu. Please enter your phone number, as Kids Fair performs periodic checks of consignored enter items to ensure quality control and may need to contact you. Although you are able to change your email address associated with your account, Kids Fair recommends against this, as changing your email address will also change your login information. This could result in the inability to log back into your account. If you must change your email address, please contact Kids Fair before doing so. The payment method that Kids Fair uses to pay consignors is email transfer. It will be transferred to the email address associated with your account. PayPal transfers are not available at this time. The address book, account detail, and transaction detail tab are not required for entering items and will not be discussed in this video. Outgoing inventory is where you will enter all your items that you wish to consign. The Items tab is where you can view items that have been previously entered or either saved or uploaded to the website. For now, we will focus on the Outgoing Inventory tab. Before we discuss entering items, we will talk about gathering and sorting them. It is logical to gather and store like items together in a box or other storage container before entering. For example, one box may contain clothing, another box small toys, and a third box books. Large items may be stored and handled on their own. This is beneficial as it helps a consignor stay organized and find specific items at a later time, and will help Kids Fair disperse sold items once a consignor drops them off. This method also breaks items into smaller, more manageable blocks, so they may be entered little by little at a consignor's own pace. For more information about where to look for items to consign, please see the graphic displayed on your screen and in the Kids Fair Consignor Guide. Item pricing will not be discussed in great detail in this video. Consignors are free to price their own items. In general, clothing should be valued between $1 and $6 per item. Non-clothing items should be valued at 60 to 75% off the retail price, or 20 to 40% of original retail price. For more information about valuing and pricing items, please see the Kids Fair Consignor Guide and watch our video about item pricing. Now to discuss item entry, click on Outgoing Inventory, then click Create New Inventory. Kids Fair item entry is designed around boxes of multiple items, as described earlier. Take your first box, count how many items are in it, and enter this number in the field labeled Number of Items. As a side note, Kids Fair has a minimum item price of $5. Some individual items may not be able to consign for $5, but when bundled with other like items, their value rises above this minimum price. For example, a gently used generic onesie for a newborn baby may only be valued at $2, but when a consignor bundles 3 of them, they may charge $5 or $6 for all 3. Bundling items is of benefit to consignors as the effort to enter the items into the consignor portal gets reduced. In the onesie example, 3 items are entered by typing 1 item's worth of text. If you have decided to bundle a few items and your box count is now off, do not worry. There's no consequences for not using all the box entries, and additional items can be added later. Now we will get back to entering items. There's a drop-down menu under the label Type. please select Drop Off from the menu, as you will be dropping off your sold items to Kids Fair shortly after the close of the sale. At the moment, Kids Fair does not pick up items from consignors. The field below is titled Ship To/Return Address. Do not enter any information in this field. Once this is complete, press the button named Issue Label in the bottom right corner of the window. This action will issue a label for your box of items. You may choose not to label your box, otherwise you may print a label and attach it, or you may write the batch ID directly on your box with permanent marker. In this case, the batch ID is 26. Kids Fair recommends labeling boxes of items with batch IDs to help you better keep track of your items, and to help Kids Fair disperse sold items after drop-off. Note, your drop-off address may differ from the one shown in the video. Press the button labeled Return to Shipped Inventory menu to continue entering items. You will see that your new batch, or box, is now shown in the window. You can create as many batches or boxes of items as you require. Kids Fair recommends creating and entering only one box of items at a time. Press the button associated with your batch that is labeled Actions, and select Receive Items. This will open the box in the Consignor Portal. Pressing Add on the first line will open an entry window that will allow you to enter your first item. Kids Fair recommends naming items in the following order: brand, size or age, color, description. Not all items may fit this convention. Use your own judgment on whether a part of the naming convention is irrelevant to an item. For example, the color of a board game is probably not useful to a potential buyer. For more information, please see Kids Fair's video about naming items, which has more helpful naming examples. Our first example is a onesie with Just Hatch printed on the front. Following the convention of brand, size or age, color, description, gives us an item title of Perk for Indigo Baby, 3 to 6 months, beige, just hatched onesie. Enter a title for your item. Although you can enter any title you want, Kids Fair recommends following their standard item naming convention. This will help effectively communicate to potential buyers what exactly you are selling, which will help your items sell quickly. Because the onesie is new and still has its original tags, it commands a slightly higher price. Lower in the form, we will enter only the brand of the onesie into the box labeled Brand. Entering the brand, category, condition, size, and color in the individual boxes below are important to quickly and efficiently selling your items during the sale. The Kids Fair website automatically applies filters to items so that buyers may quickly find what they are looking for. Blank or incorrect information in the brand, category, condition, size, and color fields will decrease the chances of your items selling. Choose the category and subcategory that best describe your item. Neither you nor Kids Fair are shipping the item, therefore the weight field can be set to 0. Please do not leave this field blank. In the case of the onesie clothing category, the software does not expect any additional attributes or measurements to be entered, so no further action is required. Some categories, such as furniture, may give you the option of adding dimensions or other information. Though entering this information is not mandatory, please remember that adding this additional detail, when prompted to, will help your items sell quickly. Note that the default units of measure is inches. It is now time to enter a photo of your item. Be sure the photo accurately represents the item you are entering. Some items may require more than one photo. Don't be afraid to add additional photos. Again, clearly representing your item will help it sell quickly. Now we will enter the condition, size, and color of the item. For quantity, we will enter 1. This indicates to the website how many of these items can be purchased before none are available. almost all items sold through Kids Fair are unique, and a quantity of one should be entered. A bundle of 3 shirts is considered one quantity, as they are purchased as one bundle. Even if you have duplicate items, Kids Fair recommends entering them as separate items, each of a quantity of 1. Press the plus button to capture the information just entered. Forgetting to press plus might later prevent the item from being uploaded to the Kids Fair sale. You will see the item or variant created below. Consignors should not have to change any settings below item override settings. The only setting that a consignor may want to change is the auto markdown setting. By default, this setting is enabled, meaning that on the last day of the sale, if this item is not already sold, its price will be reduced by 50%. This is done to encourage the sale of all items. If you do not wish to mark down your item, uncheck the auto markdown setting. Press Create Item to complete entry. If we scroll down to the batch view, we can see the newly entered item at the bottom of the list. Let's look at another item entry example, an insulated lunchbox with stainless steel interior. The lunchbox is not designed for a specific age and could be used to pack snacks for even the smallest of children. Therefore, an age will not be applied when describing this item. The item title applied to the lunchbox is Baran Sue, blue and white stripes, stainless steel lunchbox with insulated bag, MSRP $30. You'll notice that the minimum suggested retail price, or MSRP, has been added to the end of the title. In this case, the item is unused, and the MSRP is known to the consignor. Therefore, it is included to help justify the $20 listing to potential buyers. Press Add on a blank item line to begin entering this item. Enter the title, price, and brand name in the form. The best categories to list this item under is feeding, followed by subcategory, lunches and snack accessories, and finally, subcategory, lunch bags and bento boxes. As always, weight is 0. Now we will enter photos of the item. Because the item is in the original packaging, we will include photos of the front and back of the box, as there are details on the box that might interest the buyer. We will also add a photo of the lunchbox for good measure. Enter the conditions as brand new, no tags, size as all ages, and color as described earlier. Though the term tags applies more to clothing than it does this item, brand new, no tags is likely most appropriate as the box has been opened and doesn't have its original plastic wrapping. Lastly, enter quantity of 1 and press the plus button. Then press Create Item to complete the entry. We can scroll down and see that the second item is created within this box. This concludes our video on entering items into the Kids Fair Consignor Portal. For more information, please see our other videos on our YouTube channel. Also, visit our website at www.kidsfair.ca and join our Facebook group where you may chat with other consignors. Thanks for watching!